Hola, mi amores. Bienvenidos. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Friday. Uh, Today is going to be a very chill. Not much is going to happen during this stream. If you guys want to just hang out, you're free to hang out. If you want to just lurk, you can lurk too. If you want to leave because of spoilers, you're also free to do that as well. Because what we're going to do today is read Caleb's standard myth. If you don't already have this card by now, I don't know. It's been a year. It's been a year since his release. So if you don't have the card, I don't know what to tell you. Because I mean, I can't really say anything myself because I literally remember when we were getting that rerun of the myth, not the myth, but the for the polls when we had to do the blue wishes, and I was hoarding those goddamn things to make sure I got this myth. I needed just to complete all the myth cards. I needed Caleb's myth, or I needed one more card for Caleb, which I finally got during that poll event, and I needed a Xavier card, and the one that came home was a fish. Even though I already completed the fish, I guess I ranked to that card, but I needed Xavier. I needed one of his cards, and I didn't get it. So there's nothing I can do there. But with that being said, I think it's time for us to, start what we're supposed to be here for. In the meantime, while we're waiting for me to actually work up the courage to actually not cry, because I don't know if this myth is going to actually be sad or not, because I have never really read it. Since I got the myth card, I did not read it. And we're only going to be reading, even though it says chapter 1 through 4, we're actually reading 1 through 5. And we're going to do 6 through 9 tomorrow. Or Sunday. I think Sunday. I got so much to do Saturday. Oh, hello, Xavier. What the heck are you wearing? Oh, I forgot to change the background. But that's not a problem.
Don't mind me.
That's an easy fix. Bada bing, bada boom. See? That's not so hard. Or so bad. And why do I say this? Because...
Come home with me.
Oh, my poor baby. But yeah. This wasn't so hard to do. Oh, hello, Raven! How are you, my darling? Thank you for the bits. And before we even... Oh, Xavier, what the heck are we wearing today?
I wonder what you're going to do this time.
Okay, so... So let's judge how everybody looks. Xavier looks like this today, I guess. That's not expected. my god. I already did, let's just say I already did the dailies, so I don't have to worry about that on this account. But no, I did not dress him like this. Alright, Zane, how are we dressed today? Normal, thank goodness. He's normal today. No complaints. Moving on. Alright, Fishy, what are we wearing today? Oh, very dapper. Very dapper, on fire. Snaps for Raphael. Alright, next up is our dragon. How are we dressed? I hate that sweater, but it's a normal. You have so many outfits. Why aren't you wearing them? At least you're not dressing goofy. But, like, why this sweater? I don't like this outfit. It's not my favorite. Alright, let's see how Caleb is dressed. Hi, Lena! And we got jammies for the pilot. Lena, did you pull on the rerun yet, or are you waiting towards the end? Because I'm still debating on whether or not this is worth it. Because I don't, even though I have the funds, I don't know if it's actually worth it. Even if I, like, if I do pull, I have to pull on my 6li account because that one has the most pulls between all of them. Because on my 6li account...
Gloop, gloop, gloop.
Okay, Raven, sure. I'm gonna drink water. I'm drinking water. See? I'm drinking water. See? I drank water. But yeah. Because on my 6li account, I have like 300 wishes worth. So...
She's special. She'll be your one and only choice.
Thank you. Yep. I don't know. Because I want to save these diamonds for Caleb's myth, which is literally next week. Or the week after. And I really want these cards because, you know, it's the implied kisses and the fade to blacks. Yeah, that's what I'm planning on doing. I'm just going to pull on my 6li account, hope for the best, and hopefully they all come home, because the 6li isn't coming out till like July. I can reimburse those funds. Besides, I don't think it's going to take forever for the 6li to come home for me anyway. Because now that I know what I'm doing, because when I came into this game, I can already remember what happened. When I came into this game, poof, it was a nightmare. I came in at the cusp end of Caleb's introduction. So I was able to get the cards or his standard stuff and just by pulling on the standard banner and stuff like that. But like now that I know exactly what I'm doing and my levels are pretty high on my 6LI account, I don't think, and I think we're actually going to be able to get him in with the blue wishes anyway. I have enough there too, so I don't think I'm going to have to worry too much for my 6LI. My worry will probably be for his myth and for his multi-banner cards, and probably his solo and birthdays. That's the only thing I have to worry about on that account. Yeah, I can't afford it. At least here on my main. I cannot afford it on my main account. It literally took me, and I'm gonna share this with everybody here, because I was so happy when this happened to me. It was like, what, over the weekend, I was just randomly pulling on the Galaxy thing. And I am now 100% with Caleb. I'm so happy. And the only reason why, and it took forever for me to get him because of this stupid card. No offense to this card, it's a lovely card. I actually started to read it. But god damn it, Caleb. You took a year and a year and a couple of months. A year and 2 months to come home completely. And you made me wait. You came home on Xavier's account, but I wanted you on this one. So now I have 100% with Caleb. And I purchased every one of his promise cards. And I know for a fact I am nowhere close to 100% with all the guys. Because I will never be 100%. Yeah, I missed that as well. I think I'm never going to get the first anniversary cards for the LIs, or the first LIs. Or the first year at least. Because I don't know if they're ever gonna rerun it. And if they do, cool. If they don't, they don't. But I don't think I'll ever get 100%. But if I actually count every single one of these cards, and I mix and combine all the cards that I have on all 5 of my accounts, maybe we can say I have like 100%, or not really 100, but close to 100. Because this is a promise card. I don't remember if this is a... I don't know if this is the one where it has like the story, or this is like a tender moment. I don't remember. I know I'm never gonna get this one because this came with the Oracle of Scams, and I don't have the finances for that. Yeah, this had a rerun. I never did it. This one, I know there was an Oracle of Scams. I did not participate. I know this one's going on right now. I'm going to purchase it on my Xavier account. I think this is also a promise card. I will never be able to get this card because they're never going to rerun it. And if they do, it might be an Oracle of Scams, and I cannot afford an Oracle of Scam. I don't know if I'll be able to get this one either, because this is also another Oracle of Scams. I cannot afford it. This will come when it comes. I have this card on my Xavier account. This was a solo. I have it. On my Xavier account, this one's actually running right now. This is the bunny one. Yeah, this is running right now. I'm gonna get this one. Nope. Deny. This is solo. This is a banner. I have this card. I have this card. Solo. This is literally in the shop. Multi-banner, multi-banner. So basically, rerun. I have this card. I have this card. I have this card. Have. This one doesn't want to come home. So basically, I have close to a good rapport with Xavier. Because I have it all on my other accounts. On my Xavier account specifically. Except for this one. I don't have this one on my Xavier account. I have it on my Raphael account. But again, like I said, if I combine all my accounts, I guess it technically counts. That's the only way I can justify it in my brain that I got the card. It doesn't show up on my Xavier account because this bunny doesn't like to come home. Yeah. It's not complete on all my accounts, but if I decide to use all my accounts as a collective, I technically do. This is gonna be a rerun. This is gonna have to be a rerun. A rerun. This is just me purchasing. Rerun. The one that's going on right now. Rerun. This one just has to come home in the galaxy. I'll never be able to get this one. I am going to get this one because this is like literally April 1st. Boom. Purchase. Because I always wait during the middle of the promise banner to buy them. I won't be able to get this one due to the fact that, you know, rerun, well, may or may never come. I'm going to get this one, even though it's going to be a pain in the butt. This is Oracle of Scams. I don't know. Other than that, I am pretty good with or was Zane. We're getting this one anyway. I have this one. I have this one. Literally, I have too many copies of this one. I have this one. I have this one. I have these. This is gonna have to be a rerun. This is gonna have to be a rerun. This is just me purchasing it in the shop. What do you mean? Oh, wait. Huh? Meaning I have it on one of my other accounts. Okay. This is just a purchase. Rerun, rerun, rerun. Purchase in the shop. Rerun, rerun. Waiting for this one specifically. Gonna get this. Have this one. I don't know when this is showing up. This is complicated to get because this is probably the first first run through anniversary. I don't know. I know this is. I'm gonna probably get this one, obviously. This is gonna probably be on my Raphael account. This is Oracle scams. Other than that, I have a good rapport with Raphael.
It's like a summoning ritual.
Thank you, Raven. Rerun, 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 rerun. Rerun. I'm waiting for this one. These just don't want to come home in the galaxy. I'm gonna get this card. We're gonna have to wait for a rerun. A rerun for this one as well. Other than that, I'm pretty good. Just these two don't want to come home. I have them technically on my other accounts. They just don't want to come home here. But other than that, I have like a good amount with everybody.
Perfect timing. I just came up with a new snack recipe right as you walked in.
Did you now? But yeah, like I said, I have to read this eventually. I'll read this probably on my own time. I'll have to read and record all the other cards. Also, self-promotion. If you haven't checked already, my VOD channel has a new video up. And we're gonna go through chapter 1 through 5. And we'll do 6 through 9 on Sunday. Because on Sunday, I technically have nothing better to do. But I'm very busy on Saturday because I got videos to edit. I have to record another video, and I have to edit videos too. Because I didn't realize that the game that I'm playing now, or the game that I am putting onto my VOD channel, just recording it took me 3 days. And just all 3 videos were close to, if we're combining all of them, it was 7 hours and 44 minutes. I actually had to calculate that. I was like, oh damn. I did not realize it was that long. And yet, when I saw someone else have the same video on YouTube, they were able to condense it to 3 hours. I don't know how they did it. It's either I'm a slow reader or I actually analyze the scene and chat. But with that, we should start. Hola, mi amores, soy yo, Violeta Kitty, and today we're going to be reading Love and Deep Space. We're going to go through Caleb's standard myth card, Lucid Dreams. And as the synopsis says, at the far end of the shelter, our paradise has long since closed its doors. That being said, let's begin in 3, 2, 1. In the dark warm in the dark warm Quimmer Quimmer, a vicious substance slowly dissolves. My body regains a sense of boundless weightlessness. My consciousness stirs as sunlight filters through my blurry vision. Where am I? This place feels familiar. How did I end up here? Gentle footsteps echo outside. They're followed by a soft creak of a door opening.
Your fever's gone down. Just have some more rest. I asked the association if you could take sick leave. So, whether you want to rest at home or walk outside for the next few days, I'll be by your side.
I'll let you guys decide, A or B. Okay. We're gonna do A. What are you talking about? Sunlight streams over the windowsill, yet the familiar face before me appears as if he's submerged in dark water.
It's okay. It's okay if you forget. Even if you don't remember anything, I can always say it again.
Oof, the pain. Caleb, no. We don't need tears right now. He lowered his head and gently grabbed my hands. His gesture almost hinged in reverence.
I'm Caleb. I'll always be...
A buzzing noise suddenly filled my mind and overwhelmed other sounds. I shake my head and touch my forehead. There's a throw-like crimson wound, thread-like crimson wound on the inside of my arm. My mind feels sluggish. It's as if something important that shouldn't have been forgotten was buried beneath a veil of empty uh am- ambiguity ambiguity ambiguity. I cannot pronounce this word. I know the word, I just cannot pronounce it for some reason. What's happened? 10 days ago.
Dear passengers, we have arrived at Sky Haven. Please ensure that you take all your belongings with you as you exit in an orderly fashion.
Dragging my luggage, I walked out of the train station and recall the route I took before. As I find a fast food restaurant to the left of the exit, I take a picture. Guess where I am now? You're in Skyhaven. I turn off my phone screen and shift my gaze. The fast food restaurant's glass wall reflects my silhouette. The last time I came to Skyhaven was for work 2 months ago. I secretly infiltrated the Farface fleet so I could investigate the whereabouts of the ether core fragment. During that mission, Caleb, who became the fleet's colonel, reappeared before me. Immense joy plunged me into a bubble of reclaiming what I had long lost. However, as time passed and I learned more, Caleb's changed behavior and attitude distanced him from the image in my memory. Though we're recently found a new way to get along, I still can't help but wonder what secret lies hidden behind that unfamiliar colonel uniform.
Turn around.
Hmm?
You should have given me a heads up. Still like to do surprise attacks, huh?
Yep. You always appear in Lincoln without telling me in advance. Why can't I do the same thing? But you were quick to show up. Caleb, you already know I was visiting, right?
Or maybe I was so excited after I saw your message that I stepped on the gas.
Speeding and knowingly breaking the law? I hope you know what your crime is, Colonel.
Yeah, I know. I was waiting for you to arrest me.
Caleb takes the luggage from my hand and gestures for me to follow him.
Have you eaten yet?
I was planning to drop off my luggage at the hotel first. Caleb, aren't you supposed to be on duty today?
What about you? You got a day off and decided to take a trip to Skyhaven?
Half a month ago, the Hunter Association assigned a special mission. The Far Space Fleet requires a hunter's assistance to detect metaflux for one of their secret missions. For work and to be close to Caleb, I secured this opportunity. I made sure to arrive in Skyhaven one day before the mission started. Our shadows began to meld together as we walked. I hesitate before deciding to keep this to myself for now. Yeah, I took a day off to see you. You should be teary-eyed since that's the next step in the patrol. In the docking area, Caleb stops beside his personal aircraft.
Since you came all the way here for me, you need to play along with my plan now. Let me take you somewhere first.
Okay. Huh? Ten minutes later, I stare at a familiar scene before me. I'm speechless. Caleb, if I'm not mistaken, this is your house.
You're not seeing things. I gotta respond in kind to your surprise.
Door creaks as it closes behind him. He slightly leans forward, and the necklace I gave him sways.
Someone had planned a business trip to the Far Space Fleet well in advance. But they kept it so under wraps that I had almost no clue.
Oh, he knew. Him and Dane. You can't, MC, there's no way to pull the wool over these two men's eyes. They will figure you out because you're not that sneaky. Dane more than Caleb. Or equally together. I don't know. I see some people just let the cat out of the bag. Now it's your turn. Why did the fleet request a hunter's assistance? What's the secret mission? Before I can finish speaking, Caleb reaches out and pinches my lips shut.
We can focus on the work stuff later. Cancel your hotel reservation first. And then...
A warm hand lands on my shoulder and pushes me deeper into the home. I quickly step to the side and turn around. And then what? Caleb raises an eyebrow and gazes at me as if seriously considering something. He then spreads his arms.
You know what I mean.
No I don't. Oh, he wants a hug. Okay. My memory of the past merges with the person in front of me. The corner of my mouth curl up involuntarily. I move closer and then slowly wrap my arms around his neck. I miss you, Caleb.
Welcome home.
Oh, stop. My heart does not need this right now, Caleb. Right next to my neck, he breathes. His breath tickles my skin. He gently runs his fingers through my hair.
I'm really happy you're here to see me.
I can't with this man. As the sunset lights filter through the windows, our shadows lean close together in the floor to melt into one. No. Stop. I can't. These two. They're too sugary. The diabetes. The sun sets and rises as its radiance descends on the city again. I prepare to officially report to the Far Space Fleet. The personal info was supposed to be confidential, but you should somehow figured out it was me ahead of time. Oh, I get it. You must have pulled a few strings again, Colonel.
It's a new day and you're still bothered by this?
Yes. I notice my shoelaces is loose. Just as I'm about to bend down, Caleb crouches.
It's because you turned down the fleet's offer for a shuttle. Figuring out the possible reasons isn't hard.
Surprising you is no easy task. I pick up the cap from the nearby coat rack, run my thumb over the silver insignia, and then place it on Caleb's head. Your entire demeanor changes when you're wearing a uniform.
Is it too intimidating? Or is the color too heavy for you? It doesn't matter what role I'm in. I'm still the Caleb who helps you tie your shoelaces.
Caleb ties my shoelaces into a neat little bow. Then he stands up and adjusts my collar before opening the door.
Let's go. And keep this with you.
A key?
You can use it to open the door to my house, my car, and my personal aircraft. You can try it on anything to see if it'll open, basically. Since you declined the fleet's shuttle, you'll have to ride shotgun with me this week.
The official meeting begins between the association and the fleet. Will be held on the 17th floor of the fleet's command center. Upon arrival, I saw the conference room was filled with attendees. Caleb had parted ways with me when we entered the command center. His new adjutant, Liam, guides me through the entire procedure.
Your seat has a label with your name on it. Walk straight ahead and you'll find it. I need to go now. I'll see you around.
Okay, Liam. Thank you. I nod at him, but just as I'm about to walk around the aisles, a voice calls out to me from nearby.
You're the hunter the association sent?
The man wearing the fleet uniform has a row of medals on his chest. However, his piercing gaze is directed at me, drawing my attention. Oops, sorry. Something just came up on my phone. Like, remember when I said I have my stream deck on my phone? That's what happened. I forgot to put streaming focus. Okay, I'm back. Well, there was no back to get. I'm still learning how to use my stream deck, okay?
So, the command center allows anyone to just waltz right in now, huh? Caleb sure has a knack for being an eyesore.
Huh? I pause, unsure if I misheard him, and Liam, who returned before I even realized it, positioned himself to be in front of me.
Colonel Heath, is there a problem?
You shouldn't stick your nose where it doesn't belong.
The man casts a dark look. With a snort, he turns around and walks away. That officer seems to have a problem or two with hunters.
He's the Tomb Fleet's colonel, a seasoned veteran with a notoriously bad temper. Try to avoid him whenever possible.
Liam escorts me to my seat. He nods once and sits down.
He has no problems with hunters. However, he doesn't see eye to eye with Colonel Caleb. You'll find out why soon.
Looks like this mission is going to be a bumpy ride. As the meeting is about to start, attendees take their seats. The door opens. Amidst the quiet attention of everyone's presence, Caleb walks to the center of the conference room.
I'm sure everyone is already aware that there will be personnel changes within the fleet next week. I will assume command over the Tomb Fleet. Colonel Heath will be relieved of his duties so he can rest and recuperate at Atlee Island.
So his fleet got taken over by Caleb. No wonder he's upset.
The Wanderers and Metaflux Index in the Deep Space Tunnel are on a whole different scale compared to what Skyhaven and Lincoln display. This is why we've decided to collaborate with the Hunters Association. A hunter will supervise the physical evaluations of the Tomb Fleet officers. Now, the fleet handover ceremony will officially begin.
The hologram flickers and the lights dim. During the signal transmission, a faint glow lands on the various expressions of the fleet seniors officer in the conference room. My first day at the Fleet Command Center ends with various transfer procedures. In the evening, Caleb and I decide to meet at the runway. What's taking him so long? Oh! In the night's dense fog, Caleb's figure slowly appears, but behind him is...
Colonel Caleb, why are you in a hurry? You're not interested in the upcoming banquet?
The handover ceremony is complete. Whether I stay or not, you should be on your way to Atlee Island.
Caleb's gaze sweeps past me, and he stops a short distance away.
Well, I'd like to give you some advice, young man. I know how you got this position. You're just Lucius's pawn, planted here to infiltrate the fleet. Just like how you took over my fleet, he can easily replace you with another sad pawn tomorrow.
In the fog, the man takes a step.
A year ago, I was standing in your shoes.
In other words, you've been abandoned, Colonel Heath.
Burn.
I might be an abandoned pawn in his game, but not in someone else's. Kid, why don't you consider giving yourself a way out?
Once you're off the ground, the only path is forward. Have you gotten so old, Colonel, that you've forgotten what you once learned? Atlee Island's been experiencing lots of electromagnetic storms lately. Even the sturdiest aircraft could be torn to shreds. Worry about yourself first. I appreciate your advice. So let me remind you of something. Watch your step and keep your eyes on the road ahead. Until next time.
You.
The man seems furious. He attempts to stop Caleb, but his hand stops midway and droops down in a peculiar position as if it's frozen in place. Blocking Heath's line of sight, Caleb's steady strides over. When his gaze meets mine, genuine joy lights up in his eyes.
When did you get here? You must have been waiting a long time. Come on, let's go home.
It's already midnight by the time we get home. After changing my clothes, I lean against the couch and wait. Soon, Caleb walks out of his bedroom.
We're home and you're still frowning.
He walks over and gently taps my furrowed brow.
What are you thinking about?
It seems that a certain colonel has his fair share of struggled managing the fleet. I scoot over to make room for him. I wonder how I can ask him about the conversation on the runway. After today, I think I understand why you need a hunter's association or assistance. This Colonel Heath doesn't accept you at all. Well, the situation looks like a fleet merger. It's really more of a one-sided takeover by you.
Oh?
But he's on his way out, so he's not worth stressing over. The real concern is the person pulling the strings behind him. They don't want you to control the Toon fleet. And that person is an actual threat to you. What appears to be the infighting within the fleet could get much more complicated if a third party jumps in. That's why the Hunter Association is involved. The higher ups will try to clamp down on any teams to protect their secrets. Meanwhile, you should be able to take over without a hitch. It's only been a few months. Sorry, I should really learn how to learn commas. It's only been a few months, Caleb. You're definitely stepping up your game. I narrow my eyes as if I'm closely examining him. Caleb can help chuckle and passes me a nearby cushion.
Likewise. It's only been a few months, but someone's really been honing her people reading skills.
Because I'm smart. What about you? Who's supporting you?
Isn't that person you, Pipsqueak? You're keener and more skilled this time. Even your muscles look more toned.
Caleb leans in, and the light cast of the shadow under his eyelashes. Cast a shadow on his eyelashes. The cushion remains between us.
But you still look a little worn out. Have you been feeling tired lately?
We lock eyes, and my fingers glide over the cushion. to rest on his hand, I hold it. Caleb, no matter what your next move is, I've got your back, so tell me, what do you have to do during this process?
Liam will be overseeing the main procedure. You'll be in charge of gathering and organizing the personnel files of the Tomb Fleet, and overseeing their anti-transformation tests.
And?
What's with that "is that all" look on your face?
Caleb, Rish, Risu, Ri- rescue the squishy cushion. Rescues the squeaky cushion from my rescues. Why am I saying words wrong? Okay, Caleb rescues the squishy cushion from my grip and hands me another one. His expression slightly becomes more serious.
Don't underestimate your role. You've been here for only a day, and you already sense the tension in the air. This won't be a walk in the park. If you run into any snags, let Liam deal with them.
Is that so? Raise my eyebrows at him, and Caleb burst into a fit of laughter.
Of course, a small task like this is hardly a challenge for you. Guess I'll just kick back and see how it all plays out.
That's more like it. Choosing not to dwell on the tension, he mentioned for now. I shove the cushion into his arms and give him a thumbs up with a smile. I'll make sure to protect you, poor helpless colonel, from getting fired. I think we might actually be able to read the whole myth. I might have to change the title on YouTube. The official transfer of the Tomb Fleet starts today. As expected, the process is anything but smooth. Number 3997. Vice Captain of the Toon Fleet. You're served over 5 years, is that correct?
Did you call me over just so I could listen to this crap?
Under the cold blue light, the Toon Fleet officer crosses across the glass wall, is strapped into the interrogation chair. His expression is filled with contempt. Then let's cut to the chase. After the transfer order were issued, the fleet arranged a medical examination for all officers. Can you explain why you chose not to participate?
Who doesn't know what this examination really means? You think everyone's itching to turn into a monster?
Monster? Are you talking about the torn chip?
Oh, you probably don't know, being a hunter and all. That chip is just the beginning of their twisted modifications. Let me be clear. There's no way I'm doing that examination. I don't care if it's about modifications or that chip. I'm not doing it. The fleet's real big shot will return soon. Let's see how long your monster colonel can keep this up.
The interrogation light switches off and leaves behind a faint swaying shadow. The big shot Could they be the person who posed a real threat to Caleb? I collect myself and lower my head to move number 3997, profile aside. Under it are old medical examinations reports from some members of the Toon Fleet. The same person showed completely different results after being transferred to Caleb's fleet and undergoing that medical examination. The chip rewrote Kevy's memories, and now it's causing a drastic enhancement in this officer's physical capabilities. Is this all so they can be modified?
Miss, here are the files you requested. I already organized them. Do you have any further instructions?
No, that's everything. Thank you.
Understood.
This guy. 3 days ago.
No! I'm not taking that exam! I'm not going! Release me! Caleb can only pull this off because he has someone's backing. You monsters! Nobody wants to be like you!
Not only have the physical capabilities enhanced, but his personality also has been altered. What exactly are they turning people into, or turning people into with this modification? I get up trying to find that officer so I can get more information. But when I open the door, I'm stunned to see Caleb standing right there.
What happened? Why in a hurry?
Removing his hand from the door handle, he shifts his gaze to the end of the corridor.
You need something from that officer?
If I ask Caleb about the modifications now, he probably won't tell me the truth. I should find more concrete leads. That way, when I confront him about this, he can't dodge the question. It's nothing important. I realize I forgot to ask him for another file, but it's okay. I'll get it later. Caleb's eyes fall on the open examination report. I lean against the edge of the desk, trying to gather up the files behind my back. Shouldn't you be in a meeting right now? What made you stop by? Caleb focus stays on the stack of files. After a moment, he raises his eyes to meet mine again.
I see someone looked into my schedule. The meeting ended early. I was passing by and thought I'd bring you some snacks.
He offers me a small paper bag or box. He offers me a small paper box he's holding. It's filled with bite-sized fruit tarts.
Light refreshments from the meeting. You probably need them more than I do after working the whole day. By the way, you'll be having dinner on your own tonight.
There's another urgent meeting?
Just some minor stuff about the fleet merger. I'd rather take care of them myself.
Nodding, I accept the dessert, yet Caleb remains where he is. I pause and then open the box. I hold it out to him. If you're not in a hurry, do you want to eat some?
It's okay. Take your time. I'll get going now.
Wait, Caleb, how long will the meeting be? Caleb's gaze drifts over my shoulder and lands on the electric clock on the wall behind me.
I'll pick you up at 9.
The door closes. Through the parted blinds, Caleb's figure slowly disappears at the end of the corridor. Hope I can find some documents related to this modification in the Colonel's office. After reconfirming Caleb's schedule, the office duties status through the various terminals, I set the dessert box aside and get up. I have 3 hours. That's plenty of time. Liam and Caleb are in a meeting. In the corridor outside the Colonel's office, I take out the key Caleb gave me. It actually worked. The door opens and then closes. A soft glow from a virtual screen illuminates the quiet office. His password is... In the past, Caleb used to jumble words and numbers that were meaningful to him in a particular pattern to create passwords. I tried 2 combinations and both are incorrect. With only 1 attempt left, I clench my fist. After a moment of hesitation, I try again. It works. The password was a combination of when you come back and my birthday. I can't afford any distractions. As I duplicate his access permission, I quickly search for anything useful. His personal file. There it is. The profile reveals that Caleb graduated from the DA Aerospace Academy and participated in secret training during his 3rd year. He's achieved outstanding results. Secret training? Another thing I don't know about. Subsequently, because of his exceptional performance in finding new patrol routes within the deep space tunnel, he was promoted to the fleet colonel. Recommended by Professor Lucius. So this person indeed played a role in Caleb's running the fleet. Caleb, the Caleb depicted in the profile is nothing like the person I know. And in addition to the unfamiliar resume, there's also a full body scan image. It is gradually revealed second by second. In the part that's already visible, his right arm is marked in an abnormal shade of blue. I zoom in on the blue area and notice how the bone and muscles structure are definitely different from the other arm. This is what they're referring to a modification. Just as I'm about to take a closer look, the system abruptly shuts down. The account is forcefully logged out. A notification appears saying that the device's logged permission has been revoked. Please re-verify your identity. Have I been discovered? Taking a deep breath, I quickly delete the terminal's usage log. When I try to leave, my clothes snag on the drawer and yank it open. Inside the drawer, a small rectangular object rests atop a pile of paper quartz. Chip in chip implantant. For clinical trial only. It's a torn chip. Without hesitating, I hide the implanter in my shoe's secret compartment. When I close the drawer and get ready to leave, the door opens. In the dim room, the brim of Caleb's cap casts a shadow over his gaze. He slightly tilts his head.
Why are you waiting for me here?
You took too long. I was getting impatient. That justification sounds absurd, even to me. My palms begin to sweat, but he just grins.
Is that so? Let's get going then. The meeting ended early. Time to go home.
His eyes almost unnoticeably drift over to the now dark virtual before he turns to hold out his hand towards me, but I don't move.
What's wrong?
Aren't you going to ask me?
About what? About why you're in my office? Or whether you found the thing you were looking for?
Pulling back his hand from the door handle, Caleb lowers his head, his gaze obscured by the darkness of the night, engulfing me from head to toe.
Anyone entering the Colonel's office without permission will be taken to the interrogation room. No exceptions. But I'm the Colonel. Whether you're entering without permission or here because of my orders, I have the final say. There's just one minor thing, though. Any intrusion and duplication of system permissions will be reported straight to HQ. Covering up the traces will be a hassle.
Caleb slowly pries my fingers from the terminal decryptor and takes it. His movements is deliberate yet firm, leaving no room for resistance.
I doubt you'd put me between a rock and a hard place, right?
The face, the voice, the action. I know them all too well, yet the person standing before me is like a stranger. I open my mouth, attempting to question him, but the words falter and fade away. In the face of his composure, all my feelings seem utterly pointless. Caleb, I just want to figure out what kind of trouble you're caught up in right now. Can you tell me?
I can't speak about anything that's classified.
What happens if I do? Sorry. What happens if you do? Will you also be sent to Atley Island and become another abandoned pawn?
When's the last time you took care of your hair? It's a lot longer now.
He stays calm and gentle, softly brushing my stray hair from my face. As he, as if nothing happens, he smoothly shifts his conversation.
I can't even see your eyes.
I noticed the blinding gleam from the insignia on his shoulder. After a long pause, I slowly managed to wrap a wry smile. Caleb, has anyone ever told you that this uniform is your mask? He stands motionless. The door is right there, but we're locked in a standoff, unable to move past each other and leave. Let's go home. Darkness in shoot. Why is it so fast? Darkness enshrouds his eyes, making his expression hard to read. He glances down for a moment, then he lifts his gaze again. The fleeting wavering his has already dissipated like a mirage.
Okay, let's go home.
Okay, let's move on. I know Caleb wouldn't reveal the fleet's secrets to me. He once said he would have been abandoned if he didn't join the fleet. He didn't want me to suffer that pain again, and also admitted that he also always been this cold, distant, gloomy person, whether affected by the chip or not. I can't tell which version of him is the real Caleb, but I know he's the most important person to me in the world. I won't put him between a rock and a hard place. The fleet's colonel, secret training, the touring trip, modifications. Whatever these terms really mean, they're the string that binds Caleb's hand and feet. These strings compel him to reappear before me, and one day the unseen hand controlling the strings will put him away pull him away from me once more. The Toon Fleet's hands over is undoubtedly a conundrum. I'm bracing myself for the uh proceed drag on endless process. I brace myself for the process to drag on endlessly. Yet 3 days later, an unexpected banquet is held. As music filled the air, the glasses clink, people approach Caleb. Every now and then, the office offer their toast to his honor.
I never thought the handover would progress so smoothly. Will you also present the survey report at HQ next month, Colonel? There's a bright future ahead of you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
After dealing with another officer who came for a chat, Caleb finally puts down his glass and walks to the corner where I'm standing.
It's only been a couple of minutes and your hair's looking a little messy. Where did you go?
Gestures for me to lower my head. Then he removes his gloves and leans in to carefully adjust the strand of hair near my ear. The ornate mirror beside me catches a translucent glint. It's from a hairpin Kayla gave me before the event.
I imagined how good you'd look with it when I bought this. And I was right. You're stunning. Do you like it?
His fingers brushed against the back of my ear. It makes me shiver, but I don't flinch. I don't say anything either. From your earlier conversation, the handover of the Toon Fleet went well.
So you've been paying attention to what I say. Well, you're correct.
But until the day before yesterday, most of them were still willing to cooperate. My gaze sweeps across the banquet hall as I silently savor this savor this piece I haven't experienced in a while. There are no biting remarks or sarcasm. Amidst the soothing music, the faces drift by are peaceful and somewhat unfamiliar.
Are you asking me where Colonel Heath, Tomb Officer number 3997, and all those who opposed the handover went? Surely you figured it out by now. They're right where they should be. They won't disrupt us or cause you any more stress. Isn't that a relief?
The night breeze rustles the curtains by the floor-to-ceiling window. Moonlight bathes him in a grayish glow and makes him appear like a statue made of porcelain. Oh, of plaster.
Why are you giving me that look? Do you hate it when I'm like this?
I'm just curious. If I throw a wrench in your plan like those people, What are you going to do? Lock me up again?
You wouldn't force me to do that.
Yeah, I've got your back. It doesn't matter what you do. So Caleb, why are you still not telling me about your plan? Amidst our silent impasse, the music transition to the next song. It seems I won't receive an answer from him. I turn and leave, but in the next instant, danger erupts. What's that?
Get down.
Something whizzes through the air. My sight is obscured by mist. Out of habit, I turn and draw my gun, but Caleb reacts even faster. Suspended in front of his forehead, defying gravity, is a bullet. You're their target? Quick, take cover. I tighten my grip on my gun and try to lead Caleb behind the pillar, but he stops me in my tracks. He doesn't meet my gaze. His eyes linger on the palm instead. On his palm instead. His lips press into a thin line for some reason. Caleb?
There's no point in hiding. This bullet is probably their first move.
As we talk to each other, the commotion inside the hall quickly subsides. Well-trained officers quickly regain control of the scene, but the assassin has yet to be captured.
It's a diversion. Their actual target must be elsewhere.
He slowly clutches his fist. Then he raises his hand, the shadow of his cap brim obscuring his eyes. Following his line of sight, I look outside. He's standing in the distance of the Alpha and Beta Fleet base.
You stay here. Liam.
How many people can you trust right now, Caleb? Caleb, I'm your best choice. I shake his grip off my wrist. Something flickers in Caleb's gaze. A hint of hesitation betrayed his words for the first time.
It's possible that either the Alpha or Beta Fleet base has been taken over, but I can't be sure which one. I already sent people to the Alpha Fleet base.
I'll check the other base for you. Our eyes lock and we find ourselves in a stalemate once more. This time, after a long silence, Caleb finally relents.
Liam, go with her.
The adjutant stands silently behind us, looking at Caleb. After they make eye contact, he nods to acknowledge the order.
Be careful.
You too. I hastily holster my gun and head for the exit. Before I step into the dark night, I look back. Caleb, you really do need me for this, right?
Yes.
All right. Wait for my good news. The girl's figure faded into the night. She's heading to the opposite direction of where the real danger lies. The veins in Caleb's neck bulges and then recedes. He narrows his eyes at the bullet in his palm for a long while. He slowly tightens his grip around it. In the unfathomable darkness, the only source of light emanated from the door slightly ajar in the fleet's armory. The approaching sound of footsteps reverberate in the vacant, dim corridor. The man who's sitting in the room unveils a benevolent grin.
You're quick on your feet. Ugh!
Seemingly crushed by the unseen force, the man's veins instantly swell. His face turns red as he collapses to his knees, unable to control his fall. At the same time, numerous red dots light up, all zeroed in on Caleb's figure that's concealed among the shadows.
Who said you could start it when she was around?
How could you?
The gunshot races out, and the expected explosion never comes. Caleb locks eyes with the dumbfounded men as he walks into the light, one deliberate step at a time. The gun barrel aimed at him are twisted downward. The crisp sound of breaking bones cut through the air as he steps on the man's wrist, pinning to the ground.
Having me die for no clear reason in this armory I've just taken over. Honestly, it's not a bad idea. That'll definitely make those cunning old foxes at the top suspicious. Naturally, I'll be a perfect justification to purge all the people I've just gathered under me.
After slowly putting on his gloves, Caleb leans down and grabs the man's distorted, reddening face.
Too bad you picked the wrong target.
Well, shoot. Caleb's hands move to the man's throat. Keith's eyes bulge with pain as Caleb's grip tightens and the bones in his neck crack under the pressure.
You don't you dare to kill.
Why don't I? Haven't you already come up with a reason for it? A firearms mishap in the armory, with Colonel Heath and others heroically sacrificed. Humor me for a bit. Who do you think those old foxes will protect? A valuable colonel? Or a bunch of corpses with unknown causes of death?
Oh, damn. He's threatening this.
Colonel Caleb, it's been a long while.
In the shadows, a slender figure emerges. Uh-oh. With a flick of the person's finger, dark blue veins abruptly surface on the side of Caleb's neck. He's brought down to his knees.
I thought destroying the touring ship would be difficult. I'll just use your dead body as a greeting gift to Professor Lucius then.
What the? WTF? What is... Oh my lord, this is too much information. WTF. A thunderbolt? Okay. The incandescent light bulb suddenly goes out with a flash of the lightning outside. Caleb's pupils contract in... Thank you for the bits. Thank you, thank you. Pupils contract in an instant.
I was wondering how Heath would dare to act so recklessly. Turns out it was you.
The bloodshot eyes and muscles taut with strain. Caleb slowly lifts his head, each movement under underscored by the flickering and throbbing hum of electricity.
Even with you involved, the outcome will still be the same.
The door swings shut with a jarring finality, setting off a symphony of sounds that echo like a chaotic banquet. Yet, as the thunderstorm rages, the cacophony gradually gives way to silence. Oh yeah, most definitely. We'll be able to finish this without any issue. Because I think I timed it right. It was going to be about... I think this is going to take about 3 hours. What was I missing then? No, wait, this is it. I got all of it. I was only missing those two. Bada bing, bada boom. Bada bing, bada boom. Yeah, we'll definitely finish by before the stream ends. But 5, 6, 7, okay, 15, 30, 45, an hour and 15. Yeah, we'll be done by then. We got some time. Subdued thunder rumbles in the sky as a deep roar resounds from the command center that's concealed with dark clouds. Aircraft stand on the silent runway. After checking both bases, I've confirmed that the so-called takeover was nothing but a fabrication. Above my head, the navigation lights of more than a dozen aircrafts weave dense, glowing trails across the night sky. The wind stirs up the airwaves, sending them swirling into the distance. Those are Caleb's reinforcements, right? I look at the adjutant who had forcefully escorted me back to Skyhaven. In the distant, in the distant, this deadening rain, his countenance remained calm. The fleet base were never in danger. It was Caleb who played a diversion. And you knew this, Lamb.
Considering the circumstances, ensuring you left the area was for the best.
Did he also predict they'd make a move at tonight's banquet? Caleb's planned out everything, but I never thought my role would have me be out of the game.
You were the only person the Colonel can trust. However, your presence would affect his decisions. Please don't hold this against him.
How could I? It's just that his overwhelming need to protect me is kind of laughable. Even if I return to the fleet's command center now, I'd only end up being a spectator at Caleb's side. On the dimly lit streets, where lights and shadows intertwine, I shuffle around aimlessly. Liam, you're Caleb's adjutant. Do you think he trusts you?
I don't need the Colonel's trust. I only need his orders.
So if he orders you to leave behind your loved ones, you do it?
That's precisely why I can stand by his side and serve him.
The red lights flickering on the opposite side of the empty crossroad. I stop in my tracks and look into his empty gaze.
Miss Hunter, we're not the same as you.
How so? Is it because I haven't been modified by the chip? Liam, if the chip was implanted into me, what would your colonel do?
He'd do whatever it takes to get it removed. But miss, you don't have to put yourself through that pain.
Of course.
You're safe now. I'll start heading back. The Colonel said he'll be waiting for you at home after the banquet ends.
Liam bows and then salutes me. He turns to leave. The downpour drapes over the glass wall by the street. I look over and see my blurry reflection in the condense of fallen asterisk as this aesthetic apple petals. The torn chip I took from the colonel's office is still in the secret compartment in my shoe, along with the implanter. The remaining distance between Caleb and me will disappear with just one simple press. The streetlights glimmer in the rain, and I sit on the bench. I'm drained of strength. The implantation is quick and simple. There's just a faint trace on the inside of my arm. This is my secret to bear alone. It feels like me against the world, and I'd go to any lengths to cry out my agony. Just imagining Caleb's reaction upon finding this out sends a shiver through the depths of my heart. The sound of footsteps draw closer. Then, as a shadow engulfs me, the rain stops.
I've been looking for you everywhere. Why didn't you return home? Liam shouldn't have left you alone in the street.
I walked here by myself. It has nothing to do with him.
Why are you sitting in the rain like this? You'll get sick.
When he plays hide and seek in the past. Okay, when we played hide and seek in the past, Caleb always managed to find me. But even if he finds me now, I can't bear the thought of going back to the place called home with him. Caleb, look. There are asterisk apples in Skyhaven. I turn away from Caleb's face, letting my gaze drift to the line of blossoming trees that extend into the rain.
There was an Asiatic apple tree by the train station near our old home. Every year when its petals fell, you'd be there to see me off before I left for Skyhaven. I didn't know you liked Asiatic apples.
I don't. Because Asiatic apples' flowers take you away from me. I don't like them.
No one can take me away from you.
Vibrant cluster of flowers carry no scent, like I'm staring at a row of trees abandoned, adorned with beautiful but lifeless specimen.
Will you come back with me now?
Okay, we're going close to the Kindle. How long do you plan to lock me up this time? A month? A year? Or forever?
If every problem pulls me further away from you, then I'll spend a lifetime searching for the answers. But until that final moment, we'll always be together.
If you were friends with the what if my friends and colleagues from the association come looking for me?
In that case, I'll hold a funeral they can attend, so they'll think you're gone forever.
Oh my god, that's extreme as hell. Both of these people need to get their life in order.
Back, or else you'll catch a cold.
Isn't it funny that you're worried about me catching a cold after discussing my funeral?
So, if I don't show concern as someone close to you, it doesn't count as being genuine.
Oh my god. Shoot. I'm getting butterflies. It's the look.
You can't convince yourself to hate me with every fiber of your being. Wouldn't you agree?
I'm biting my controller.
I'll eventually find a way to make things right. As long as you're by my side.
Caleb, I hate it when you like this. But what I hate the most is how you're always able to make me change my mind.
I'm sorry. I feel like I don't know how to take care of you anymore.
Caleb, what's going on? Caleb?
Let's go home.
Given Caleb's current state, I can't entrust him to anyone in the fleet. I have to take him home. Without even drying off from the rain, I use all my strength to bring him to his bedroom. As soon as I pull open the door, his weight pulls me down onto the soft bed with him. I prop myself up and my gaze is drawn to the crimson veins behind his ear.
Warning. Emotional fluctuations have surpassed the threshold limit.
I miss the deafening roar of thunder. He seems ensnared in a deep nightmare. In agony, he's pulling his collar apart.
Don't take her away.
I'm here, Caleb. I'm not going anywhere. He clutches fists, his pale knuckles leaving behind a trail of blood. I quickly take his hand and press it against my chest. The crimson veins beneath his skin branch out from behind his ear, extending to his shoulder and flowing down his tense right arm.
Commencing chip activation process. Executing mandatory erasure of neurons.
Sweat soaked his hair on his forehead, dripping into the bed sheets. Meanwhile, his body is racked with spasms. Even though I'm unaware of what changes his body is undergoing, the scene before me is all too familiar. In the serene garden of the Valley Villa in Skyhaven, Kevy, who had recently lost his sister, went through a similar experience. This isn't good. I have to make it stop. Steadying my trembling hands, I tried to search for a button on his body, one that might not even exist. It's at that moment that he opens his eyes. Ugh. The room swirls around me, and my back is slammed into the bed. I look up to find Caleb's face drenched in sweat, staring back at me. Caleb? My wrists were yanked above my head, pressing against something cold and stiff. It feels as if it's not his hand that's restraining me, but rather the lifeless machine.
Why are you struggling? Are you scared of me? Do I feel like a stranger to you?
He leans down and his damp hair catching the room's cold light in the room. Drops fall and trickle down my collarbone.
Program complete.
How could you possibly understand my guilt and sin?
Caleb. My poor baby boy. The pressure pinning me down finally eases. His body slumps into me. Only his right arm continues to twitch in some sort of rhythmic pattern. Since Caleb returned to me, I rarely had nightmares about him. But I dreamed of him that night. There was no sun. Him floating within a dark green jungle. The ropes that bound him morphed into vines, supporting, surrounding from a steady branch. They wrap around his waist and ankles like various snakes flicking their tongues. Okay, I should really calm down because, oh boy, I'm already getting a foresight and a vision of his third myth. This might be a hint of his third myth. Nope, Violetta, calm down. We are speculating. We are only going through his standard myth. Calm down. But there is a theory that it's going to be greed. But I need to calm down. Okay, shh. I need to calm down. I should not get overexcited for this. Oh my god, it's just a thought. If we're not even getting the announcement yet. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, calm down, calm down, calm down. Every muscle swells under the vines encroaching. Tiny hairs like thorns pierce his skin and greedily siphoned nutrients from his flesh. They then inject new toxins into his nerves. His body trembles like a beast caught in a trap, struggling against the restraints that only grew tighter with every move. Oh my god, I'm getting overexcited for nothing! Okay, this could be like we're going to get exactly what I'm thinking. But then, yet again... Oop. I could be getting overexcited for nothing. Finally, he crashed into the dirt, buried by leaves, catching the scent of decay. A wilted leaf falls down slowly. It covers his hollow eyes sockets. The jungle devours his body, leaving him as a wilted tree, uh, choked. What? Uh, okay, hold up. Choked by its grasp. Waking up from that dream, I groggily reached towards the other side of the bed. Caleb? My palm feels nothing but the mattress. I instantly return to reality. Caleb? I need to go to... Okay, didn't I? I need to go to the living room. As soon as I make a turn in the hallway, morning light floods my vision. Skyhaven's sunlight has always been brighter than the ones that touch Lincoln. Through the gaps between my fingers, a figure becomes clear, as if raising from the pool of clear water. When did you get up? I let out a sigh of relief and walked towards Caleb. I place a palm on his forehead, then slide it down his right arm, gently squeezing it as I go. Do you feel better now? Let me take a look.
You...
His gaze shifts to my face. His holding a photo that was originally placed on the coffee table.
When I woke up this morning, I saw you were lying down next to me.
Oh, is that it? Not in, not intending to guess the meaning behind his words, I lower my head and take the photo from him. In it, Caleb is wearing a uniform. The girl next to him is planting a tender kiss on his slightly surprised face. His embrace and the way he carries himself feels familiar. His body doesn't resist, and it almost seems like he wants more. This is a photo of Caleb and me. It was taken when he graduated the Aerospace Academy.
So...
His fingers brush my tendrils as he tucks a strand of hair behind my ear. Facing the curves of my jaw, Caleb gently lifts my chin. Huh? His cold touch strokes my cheek as if he's seeking an answer. This some in enigmatic question beneath my skin.
Who are you?
Huh? Caleb, you don't remember me? The most absurd amusement ends assumption ends up being true. Caleb is sitting in front of me, yet he acts like a puppet string on a string of its soul. Unlike Kevy, his memories haven't been altered. The torn chip has completely wiped them out. Is it more than just me? You don't even remember who you are? As he sits on the couch, it feels as though a frost glass wall separates us. He's so near, yet I can't see him clearly.
But I remember the way you made me feel.
He lowers his head, his index fingers fishing out a metal necklace hidden under his collar.
I also remember you gave this to me. Were we close like this?
After everything that happened, it's hard to put our relationship into simple words. He was one of the most important people in my life. Even with all the has happened, he's still someone I can't afford to lose. My heartbeat is like a balloon that raises high, only to come crashing back into my chest. When I lock eyes with Caleb, a ridiculous thought strikes me like a lightning. No matter what I say, he'll believe me. We're gonna do this. Faint words come exasperated, encapsulated, even a frustration of what we've been through, fraction of what we've been through. So I turn the question back to him. What do you think our relationship is? I see my reflection in Caleb's eyes. At this moment, I'm the only one in his gaze.
I don't know. But when I see you...
My reflection becomes more vivid in his pupils as he leans in. His breath glides past my ear as he nestles his head in the crook of my neck.
I just want to hold you in my arms. Like right now.
Though gentle and hesitant, it's still an embrace that belongs to only me. Out of selfishness, I allow his misunderstanding to persist by remaining silent. Perhaps words aren't needed between us. All we need is this, touching each other, claiming one another as our own. It's okay if you can't remember for now. I'll always be here for you. The pleasure from deceit and setting traps almost numbs my limbs. I tightly hold on him. I tighten my hold on him and my lips brush his earlobe. Just like what we've done for me. The open window is closed as a sudden breeze swings through the room. Sweeps through the room. Our shadows intertwine and blend into the flickering darkness, mingling with the shifting patches of light on the floor. Caleb, can you promise me something? From now on, you won't go anywhere else. You'll always stay by my side. Is that okay? After a moment of hesitation, the chill touch of his arms seep through the thin fabric of my clothes and settles on the small of my back. The tightening force devoured the last bit of distance between us.
I promise.
I need to compose myself. Okay, moving on. Because we got like 3 more chapters to go, and Hoop has already hit the fan. It's gonna get worse from here, folks. And with all my studies, we're already past the midpoint. We're in the break into 3. The anesthetic, Caleb was like a blank page in the book that results of an error. And if someone must rewrite him, then that person was me, and me alone. Honey, this nutcase bullshit that you're dealing with is the torn chip. Y'all are both nuts. I hide his phone, fleet uniform, communication devices, and anything else that might wake him from this dream. It's never easy to locate a fleet colonel's residence. That dim house was a chaotic black hole evading the constraints of time. He's reduced to a solitary floating island that drifts within, and I was the sole resident. Over the course of 3 days, it's as if we've returned to our childhood, to the small garden of the shelter where we first met. We only grew with each other's company, and world beyond this wall didn't mean anything to us. Caleb, there are a lot of monsters outside. Will the world end tomorrow? There's no need to be afraid of the end of the world. Where do you want to go today? Let's have some fun. The amusement park. Skyhaven's amusement park was built on a small island near the central island. The top half of the Ferris wheel disappeared into the clouds. Amidst the crowd scream and pendulum rides, reaching the apex, just off the ride, I lean against the railings, my stomach churning like a storm.
Aren't you supposed to be a deep space hunter? Is it safe for you to hunt in deep space when you're like this?
Caleb crouches down in front of me as he holds the ice cream he just bought. I didn't have breakfast today besides suppressing a sudden wave of nausea. I lean in and take a quick bite of the ice cream in his hands. It's just it's just a title. That doesn't mean we're hunters in deep space, or we go to deep space to hunt.
So, if you're a deep space hunter, then what am I?
You're standing up and letting out a sigh of relief. I place a puppy ear headband I have been holding on Caleb's head. Then I hook my index finger with mine, and he hooks his index finger with mine as we walk into the bustling crowd. You're the psychic of the Deep Space Hunter. Lies. She lies so easily. Time flows differently in the amusement park. Even without planning anything, we still manage to spend the entire day here. The dusk in the Sky Haven paints the sky in a shade of purple-orange as the sun sinks into the distant sea of clouds. The sightseeing train loops around the floating islands. In the last passenger car, Caleb and I sat side by side in the back row.
I bet you used to tease me all the time. Am I right?
He removes his headwear and tucks it into the plush apple bag flung across his chest. He ties the glittering balloon to the train's car's handle. But you always took it willingly, even enjoying it. He pats his own shoulder.
Want to take a nap?
I yawn again and lean my head on him. Caleb, in the happiest place like an amusement park, no one wants to waste time sleeping.
Really? Well, this place kind of feels like a dream. And I don't think it's a waste of time to sleep in a dream.
Shifting into a comfortable position, I nuzzle Caleb and close my eyes. Then promise me you'll still be here when I wake up. The wheels rumble as they begin to move. Suddenly, the watch on my wrist emits a faint vibration. I turn away from him a little and check the message. It's a notice from the Hunter Association. My temporary assignment is suddenly supposed to end in 3 days. The association is asking about the progress of the mission and confirming my return date.
You took away my phone, so it's only fair if I confiscate your watch, I think. Why do you look unhappy?
I put away my watch and turn my back around. It's nothing. Our sweet dream is about to close its door.
It'll be open again tomorrow. We can come back.
The clouds in the sky look like a flowing oil painting. Right behind Caleb is the fleet command center. In the center island, it's island's highest point. He's been MIA for 3 whole days. I wonder how long it'll take for the storm to reach us as it brews us top of the tower. Words rush to my lips, but suddenly, for some reason, my mind feels foggy from the throbbing pain. Maybe this planet will explode tomorrow, and it'll be the end of the world.
That's nothing to be afraid of. The world we live in is already mid-explosion. So even if it comes to an end, we can always move on to the next one.
The pain in the inside of my wrist intensifies, but somehow my nerves start to twist with a strange, exciting tremor. I'm older now. I don't believe in those stories anymore. I look down at Caleb's hand resting on my knee. Carefully, I separate his fingers and then give them a squeeze. I just realized how big your hands are.
Back then, when I was teaching you how to shoot, I couldn't completely cover your hands. But now...
Caleb's eyelashes flutter down as he lets me play with his fingers. Then gently he closes hands around mine, enveloping it completely in warmth. Now we're both grown up.
Does that mean we can finally do all the things we used to want to do but couldn't before?
Okay. We couldn't do? Or you mean the things we wouldn't dare to do? Our fingers intertwine, our skin rub against each other. I can feel his heartbeat traveling from his bones to my ears. Caleb's voice takes on a serious tone.
What if I dare? Will you do the same?
His fingers slightly tremble in his grip. Oh, my fingers slightly tremble in his grip. I have a sense that something is about to happen. I look up and force myself to respond with a determined smile. Caleb, since you said that, then... Prove it. Prove it to me.
I thought everything I did was proof of my sincerity.
I should have chose the other one. I'm regretting it now. Too bad we can't go back. The train tracks screech into stretch into the clouds. Caleb leans in and presses his forehead against mine. Something seems changed in his heartbeat. His necklace sways with the wind. The silver glint flickers before my eyes. A kiss touches my earlobe, and his teeth lightly graze my skin. A shiver rushes through me like a subtle poison that spreads my fingertips. In this hazy moment, all boundaries apart appear to blur and grow unchecked.
I like you.
Oh god. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to moan. Oh god. My heart begins. My head gets. I'm flustered. Okay, Violetta, calm down. Calm down. We have to get through this. We got like 2 more chapters after this. We gotta get through. Okay, I'm calm. I am calm. I am serene. I am all Gucci. My head begins to feel foggy and heavy again. Out of the corner of my eyes, I notice several aircrafts approaching the floating island. Those are... They're exactly the... they're exclusive to the fleet at Caleb's command. Their development is inevitably... their deployment is inevitable. Linked to the Colonel. Tension grips me as I see them. I quickly wrap my arms around Caleb's neck. Caleb, let's go home. He follows my hurried glance, but frustration. Fortunately, the drifting clouds obscure everything from view.
We'll head back as soon as we get off the train.
Let's leave now. Are you scared or something? Clouds reach endlessly outside the train, but I know Caleb will find a way out eventually. I press his hand against the edge of the train's car. I pressed my hand against the edge of the train's car, and push myself up.
Hey, where are you going?
I'm using your evil. Anywhere is fine. It doesn't matter. Anywhere tomorrow... Anyway, tomorrow is the end of the world. He grabs my arm and pulls me back into the train car. As his eyes sweep over my inner arm, his grip tightens around my wrist.
Where did this come from? The chip?
I see his lips move, but I can't hear him. Everything is drowned out by a piercing buzz. They're here, Caleb. They're coming! My body feels lighter, and the sweltering heat vanishes into darkness, drenching in cold sweat. Pain surges in waves, and only a faint, straw-like glimmer of light remains floating on the surface. This little pretender. He knew from the start. My body no longer feels like my own. The searing pain coursing through my nerves burn me from the inside out. It's as if I'm being rewired with cold, ruthless precision, as if by a scalpel. Erase origin. The ruthless buzz in my ears, making me want to scream. Yet amid the excruciating pain, something is gently pressing on my lips. I bite down instinctively, and the metallic taste spreads across my mouth. When I regain consciousness, my hands and feet are bound to the bed. I can't move. The familiar cold light hits me. I'm in the fleet's infirmary. Why did you bring me here?
You need to control your emotions for now.
Caleb? He's back to in his fleet uniform, wearing the same unfamiliar mask-like expression. You remember everything. Since when? When we were at the amusement park, or even before that?
I haven't even asked my questions yet. When did you get that Turing chip implanted?
Blood rushes to my head, and my sanity fractured under my shaking nerves. Cold sweat pours down as I bite my lip to keep from crying out. Let go of me! My struggling are futile to him. Caleb removes his glove and gently rubs my swollen lip with his thumb.
Don't hurt yourself. Rest. The surgery is being prepared. The pain will disappear soon.
The pain deepens with each throb of my nerves, and my vision starts to blur again. I'm almost collapsing into his arms, but I refuse to give in. Ever since we reunited, have you been enduring all of this? Why don't you tell me?
If telling you the truth means watching you willingly get caught up in this mess, then I would have never shown up in your life again.
Caleb, I don't understand. They changed you, treat you like a pawn, and make you do those awful things. But you belong to me. You're the person I cherish the most. How could they do this to you?
You're not feeling well, Pipsqueak. Please, just rest. When you wake up...
Oh my god, I think we're doing another Kindle scene. When Caleb isn't paying attention, I quickly undo the restraints.
What are you doing?
I push him away, slip off the bed, and stagger towards the door. No one can take you away from me. I'll bring you to the place where no one can find us. I feel as if my body is out of control. When the spinning finally subsides, I find myself stumbling and sitting down and sitting down by the door. Behind me, Caleb walks over. He looks grim. Let go of me!
When you're like this, where do you think you can go? If you can't calm down, just stay like this for now. Remember when we were kids and you had a fever? You were so restless that I worried you'd hurt yourself by biting your tongue. So I let you bite my hand instead. One time you bit down really hard, and that mark lasted for 2 weeks. At the time, I thought that when you were older, I'd settle the score with you, one grievance at a time.
Now I'm the one who will settle the score with you.
What do you want?
I want to peel open your heart, see what secrets are hidden within. As the Far Space Fleet Colonel, you've been put on trial like this before, right?
A trial? What have I done wrong? What are you accusing me of?
You killed my Caleb. The Caleb in this uniform, I don't like it.
Pipsqueak, you should get some sleep now.
You look at you. You're like a sinner who's confessing.
Then can you carry a little of this sin too? Don't leave me in this loneliness any longer.
My head, it hurts.
It'll be like when we were kids. When you wake up, there won't be a trace of pain or any memory of it left behind.
Behind the glass wall, Liam watches the girl as she lies on the device. The neutral scan projector shows the red areas spreading from the chip. It indicates that less than 10% of her body is affected by corrosion.
Forcefully dissolving the chip will erase all memories formed since its implantation, and it could cause irreversible damage to how her brain remembers things. The worst outcome would be that she loses all her memories. Do you still want to proceed with the surgery?
Yes.
Presses the execute button and maneuvers the device to push the girl into the extraction pod. Liam hasn't checked his chip modification progress for a while, as it's been a long time since he last lost control of his emotions. Most of his emotions most of his memories with his wife were erased during the initial struggle. The only fragment that remains is the image of the tears she shed when they last saw each other. He knew he should have cried too, but his feelings were like rusted old machinery. They rapidly froze his outstretched hands.
The chip has been successfully dissolved. The user memories have been erased.
The process finished smoothly, and the projection automatically disappears. The only known answer will be revealed when she wakes up. Liam looks at Caleb, who's beside him. With how he now observes things, he can't say which is more agonizing, forgetting someone or being forgotten by them. Okay, we got one last chapter. In the dark, warm Quagmire, and various substance slowly dissolves. My body regains a sense of boundless weightlessness. My consciousness stirs as sunlight filters through my blurry vision. Gentle footsteps echo outside. They're followed by a soft creak of a door opening. And we go full circle. After a long while of trying to place it, I finally recognize the face before me. It seems to emerge from a hazy, water-like blur. Caleb. Sunlight spills and uh, uh, sunlight spills a reddish golden hue into the room as I lift my hand to shield my eyes from the glare. Sunlight outside, the glaring sun outside, Caleb leans in to block the light for me.
I asked the association if you could take sick leave. So, whether you want to rest at home or walk outside for the next few days, I'll be by your side.
My head feels heavy and foggy, as if I've lost some important fragment of memory. Our eyes meet, and slowly my gaze drifts to the red mark peeking out from beneath my cuff. A bite mark? Caleb, what happened? Caleb slightly pursed his lips. For a fleet moment, his expression appears peculiar. It's as if he's fallen into an abyss of sorrow.
It's okay if you can't remember for now. Eat something first.
They're both pretenders. He helps me up, tucking a pillow behind my waist, and sits on the edge of the bed. He's holding a bowl of porridge. The millet porridge is thick and fragrant, perfectly cooked. I take a couple of spoonfuls from his hand before turning my face away.
You don't want more?
I don't feel like it. He gives a slight nod and stands up. As he turns around, a sudden wave of anxiety hits me. I immediately grab the fabric of his waist. Where are you going?
I'm just putting the bowl away.
Caleb sits back down and opens his mouth like he's about to speak, yet he chooses to remain silent.
Don't worry. I won't go anywhere until you fall asleep.
The shadows under his eyes betray the night of sleeplessness. He gently brushes away a stray strand of my hair.
Feeling sleepy?
Every cell of my brain feels drained. It's like I've fought for so long. Still, I shake my head. I don't want to rest unless you help me fall asleep. I have a hunch that when I wake up, he'll no longer be the Caleb who only belongs to me. I curl up against his chest. After a moment, he wraps his arms around me, resting his chin on my shoulder, and lets out a soft, tender laugh.
Sure. Should I tell you a bedtime story? Or do something else?
No bedtime story. You've never been good at storytelling since we were kids. Besides, I don't want to hear any more of those stories. A cold silver light gleams near my neck. The metal pendant gently sways back and forth. Struggling to keep my eyes open, I cradle the pendant in my palm. When you come back, you still remember what this gift represents.
You hoped I'd come back safe and sound from every mission, right?
Back then, I thought if you could just return to me, I wouldn't ask for anything else. A fleeting emotion passes through Caleb's eyes. I look up and tenderly touch his face. Caleb, you'll always stay by my side, right?
Yes.
Then should I put a bell around your neck? I trace a finger along his neck. They brush over his Adam apple before pressing down on the center of his collarbone. It'll be right here. That way you won't be able to escape.
When you held my hand that day for the first time, I knew I'd never get away from you.
He leans down and kisses my forehead with a tenderness to show how much he cherishes me.
So don't be afraid. No matter what happens, I'll be here for you. Now, time to sleep.
I smile, settle into the comfortable position in his arms, and close my eyes, holding his hand gently. These two pretenders. What Caleb doesn't know is that the delusion of the delusion of the torn chip didn't completely erase these memories. Even long after, I still remember every obscure story I told him from those 3 days ago, and misplace his kiss amidst the clouds and the searing warmth of his skin. However, this little secret only exists in those 3 days. It must weather and decay, burning the soil, even if we were to fall and get devoured in the dense jungle. The amusement park is closed. Dreams are meant to remain within the realm of dreams. No one has visited the small garden behind the shelter in a long time. The young man wearing a uniform pushes open the iron gate and walks along the desolate path into the expanse of plants. His leather boots step over the toppled seesaw in the weeds. In the distance within his view, a girl is sitting on a paper crane, her back facing him. She swings her legs over when she turns to him. The rusty spring branches beneath her emit a jarring, screeching noise. Caleb, you're here! The side of the elephant slide was etched with uneven marks of their heights as they grew up. One row on the left and one on the right. He marks away. Always sit a bit higher than hers.
I'm the older one, so I'll always be taller. And because I'm older than you, my hands are bigger. I'll start school earlier too. That's just
sorry. I think it's because I read too fast.
And because I'm older than you, my hands are bigger. I'll start school earlier too. I'll always be a step ahead. That's just how it is.
The boy's voice fades away. He looks up and sees his 11-year-old self climbing the tall tree near the building for the first time. He sits at the treetop. He draws out a paper crane from the window using his evil and brings the girl from inside the building to the window's edge. He times it perfectly. He peeks out from under the windowsill and extends his hand towards her. He asks if she wants to come along with him. This abandoned place with overgrown vegetation is their first paradise. But the wind sweeps away those lingering echoes of the past. Hide and seek is over, and she appears before him from the swirling darkness. Caleb, how come you're always the first one to find me? Her voice pierced in his heart like a jolt of electricity, a lingering affection he could never quite feel. Affliction. It's also the source of his fear. He retreats and his darkness thoughts and his hits in his darkest thoughts. She stands at the edge of everything, drawing him in. Gravity wraps it into a black hole around her. He clasps his right hand as though offering a solemn gesture of devotion.
Maybe it's because I love you a little more than you realize.
That is sad as hell. In a zero-gravity lab, the young man's body floats under the cold light, suspended in an almost primordial state. Tiny currents of electricity crackle in the air and slither into the mechanical right arm.
The partial modification that's been completed is still under the Turing chip's control. However, we can't access the chip's records of Caleb's memories.
Has the chip been damaged?
Despite Caleb not being the perfect subject, they've sacrificed a great deal to tame him. If the Turing chip is in his body suffers any damage, the long-hidden plan will be in vain.
The chip's integrity is at 93%. It appears he's purposefully sealed his brain rather than damaging it. The patrol data we input disappears whenever it reaches a specific area. It doesn't get rejected or intercepted. It vanishes as if...
It's being pulled into a black hole.
Yes.
How troublesome.
Humans are inherently flawed, making us indecisive and hesitant. Only by erasing these weaknesses can we become invincible. If we don't tackle this area, we'll never be able to achieve a complete modification to him. Is there another way?
The Enforcer inputs another string of characters on the control panel. After a moment...
Found it. This area was encrypted with multiple layers, so there must be a key to unlock it. There's likely only one key, and it's probably a one-time use.
The old man nods, given one last glance at his great work before turning to leave the room.
Then let's find it, no matter the cost.
Okay, that is the end. I hope you enjoyed the myth. And like I thought, this was going to take 3 hours, and it took 3 hours. Oh, that's pretty. That's really pretty. All right. Let me put it on Caleb's desk. Let's see. It's a... Here it is. And what was this? This was the thing from his other myth. I might as well just create a myth. Yeah, I'm gonna create a myth, shelf. Create a shelf just for the myth stuff. Nope, not there. Not you. We're gonna put you over here. And you over here. And since we're gonna get a birthday gift coming up in a couple of weeks, I'm never gonna finish kitty cards. Damn, I've been doing this for 114 days. That's a surprise. Or I'm not that surprised. Alright. 'Tis time for me to go, my loves. And it is time for everybody to go to sleep. And I wish you good night. I wish you good morning. I wish you a good afternoon. And I wish you good evening. Until we meet each other next time. Mwah! Bye-bye!